What's up, y'all? This is Dawn Robinson, formerly of In Vogue and Lucy Pearl, and you're in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. My girls. I love y'all.
Hi, this is Mason. You're in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Perfect.
Hey, this is Leon. That's right, Leon, for some of your favorite movies, and I'm at Brunch in the basement with Terez and JaVonne. Stay here with me. Stay here with me. Stay here with me.
Still in the basement, no longer alone, with my homegirl Terez on the microphone. Music, politics, or just chatting it up. Brunch in the basement, see that's what's up. You never know who might run through. Legendary artist or someone brand new. You miss a lot when you miss one day. At least that's what I heard somebody say. But it doesn't really matter what whoever says. It's always a good show with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Brunch in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Let's see who we got today.
Come on, everybody's a friend in my head. I already know everybody.
Whatever it is.
One day I'll tell you about me and Shaka Khan, but you know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she doesn't know anything about it. But anyway. No, she doesn't. She wasn't even there actually. But anyway.
All our bosses though, Jay. Like, she got our ears and
I'm gonna send y'all some. I'll definitely get an address. I'll send y'all out.
You can send me some cologne, because I mean, you know.
Like cologne?
Yeah. Just in case I should meet Shaka Khan, I want to smell really, you know, nice.
Oh God.
Okie dokie, babe. Whatever you say.
The time, so
and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes,
well, thank you. This part, that little piece, I'm just gonna keep and play it all the time for myself. But no, I'm just teasing.
Hey everybody, how are you today? Welcome to WJBR Internet Radio, Brunch in the Basement with JaVonne and Terez. Sounds like my voice sounds a little weird to me. Y'all let me know if it sounds weird to you as well. So first, let me just remind you from the jump, if you're watching on Facebook, please jump over right now to YouTube. We're live at WJBR Internet Radio on YouTube. Avery Sunshine will be coming up a little later on in the show. I couldn't be more excited, I promise you. There's not an artist that could make me more excited in this moment than Avery Sunshine. So let's, all get together and get ready for that. And I got to calm down because I'm so excited. Just want to also remind you that this broadcast is licensed via Live 365 and covers listeners in the USA through Sound Exchange, ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC, in Canada through SOCAN and Resound, and through in the UK through PPL and PRS for music. I'm just excited about the whole thing, And last night, I'm a little tired. And good morning, Pop, and everybody. I have to say, last night I stayed up we had a little party in the basement, but it got a little sexy, to be honest. We were listening to slow jams and, you know, it just got out of hand. And there was only one thing missing from the whole show. I mean, not that it was a show. It wasn't a show. It was like a pop-up in the basement, and people just came, and we just was kind of chilling. And I wanted to play some, you know, music like that, but the ladies was like, nah, JaVonne, play something. Stay in your groove. And so, you know, it was dope. And only thing missing was the co-hostess with the mostest, Terez. What's up, baby?
Hilarious. The sexy going on.
You know, I don't know what's going on with my voice today. Last night we were up. Loretta was on, LaVonne, and you know, some new friends. One young person named, I'm assuming she's young, but maybe not. I don't know. The spirit was feeling mighty young and Nisi, we were calling her. And, you know, a couple of people ran through, and Pops came and gave me the naughty finger, go to bed. We have Avery in the morning finger. And I was like, yeah, Pop, right after this. But, you know, I don't know. I think usually my voice, once I start, you know, really getting into talking and stuff, it
keep it right there. Keep it there.
All right, Lutherette.
Keep it where it's at, mama.
Lutheretta.
How was the week?
My week. It was well, it was a week. I survived it, and it's okay. It's good. You know, we here. You know, how about you? Wednesday night was good. Dr. Thomas was on with us and gave us a lot of good feedback about that vaccine. And
I like her. You know what it is? I like her disposition and what I deem as a bedside manner. She seems very easy to talk to, which is key in care for moi. I have to be able to talk to you, you know, and I just like her tone of voice. I like her enthusiasm about her craft, meaning what she does. And, you know, and it feels like that she has a love of people, you know, and I say that having had many doctors and been involved with many doctors for various things throughout my career and life, there are a few that strike me as being human in the vein of just sociable and personable. A lot of times, you know, doctors have a disconnect and they see the human body as something different. So in their speaking with you, you know, it could be a little rushed, or, you know, it could be a little, you know, in medicalese, but she seems, I like her spirit. I can see why she does well with patients.
Absolutely. And it took me many years. I live in central New Jersey, and I'm from New York, and I work in New York, and it's like an hour and a half ride, and I continue to have my doctor care in Manhattan, which can be a 2-hour ride or a 3-hour ride. It took me many years to find a doctor down here. I wanted someone who was female.
Check.
African American,
check.
And who was not homophobic.
Ooh.
That's you cannot be homophobic and be my doctor. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Although I'll tell you this, my last practitioner, I tend to keep them until they die off. If I like them, you know what I'm saying? You know, like specialist is one thing, but you know, my last primary, who I absolutely loved, you know what got me? And he was a white Jewish male, older gentleman. But do you know what made me love him? to the point where when he retired, I went to see him on his last day to give him hugs and kisses. And he was so like human in his experience and just sad about, his patients. And like, but do you know what got me? Our initial interview. This man asked me every question under the sun, so much so it felt like me interviewing someone with doing a psychosocial on someone. He asked me about my joys. He asked me about my emotional. He's trying to get a barometer for my emotional health. And being in the field, not a medical practitioner, I kind of said, how thorough is he? He asked me about my sexual stuff. And I said, I said, well, thorough, aren't we? But it all connected. It didn't feel salacious or, it just felt like he was really trying to get a great picture on who I was and what drove me and how my medical health was going to be in his care. And he said, well, I asked these questions because I need to know what I'm treating, who I'm treating, and how I'm treating.
Yeah, that's good. See, that's a good start. That is a great start.
Right.
Which reminds me of something I want to remind all of the women out there, especially lesbian studs or whatever, however you identify. If you're aggressive or butch, however you identify in that vein, you have to have that GYN exam. You have to do it. So I just want to put it out there. A lot of times, from what I understand, our bristers sometimes don't like to have that particular exam done, but it has to get done.
Well, how it gets done, with respect to whatever it is that, a person could be feeling or needing.
Right.
It's how. And
right.
You need to have doctors sensitive to how.
Exactly. So you have the right to speak with your doctor and express your needs, your fears, your concerns. And if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to do anything. I remember one time, because I want all my doctors to be Black women. That's just how I flow. But this one doctor, I was telling her, I was like, yeah, and I'm gay and blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, great. The lesbians love me. And I was like, okay, stop.
Oh,
what is going on here? What are you about to do to me? That, yeah. Nurse, could you step in?
Yes, you do. What was that about?
That was many, many years ago. I don't even remember, but yeah, that was, she was over enthusiastic about me being gay. So,
well, tell me something. How did you respond to that? Because see, I'm that couldn't have been something that a doctor threw out at me. And what did you say when that happened?
Well, okay, so this was many, many years ago.
Don't act like you don't remember.
I really don't. I really don't. I know that I had my then partner in the room with me. So, I know how I can be if we were in the room alone.
Okay.
I know what I could have said, but I don't think I said that, being that I kind of recall my ex being in the room with me. So I was probably on my best behavior, but I'm sure I said something, knowing me.
So wait a second. Silky smooth.
Yeah.
Are you saying indirectly that you're a different person when your partners are around than you are if you were there?
I said this was many, many years ago with an ex-partner. That's what I said.
No, she didn't sip tea.
Speaking of Shaka Khan.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just going to peel this banana.
And break it in pieces. Look at you with your fruit. See there? We're in the same vibe here. I got a nice little bowl of pineapples because, today we have one of my faves and she's family, and haven't spoken to her in a minute, but I'm super excited that she could join us here today. And, a lot of folks love her. And I was just, any chance it gives me to fill the house with music, it always brings me joy. Me, because I got to get a jump on what gets played loud in the house, But,
I can only imagine.
Man, I was in here. We went out yesterday for, wifey picked the restaurant that she wanted to go to for her birthday. And I had a first. And never say never. How when you drive, like, right now the pandemic is forced, we live on the East Coast, so it's forced New Yorkers to be outside dining, right? So I said to myself, summertime is cute for that, but when this weather drops, ain't nobody's business about me being outside in the cold eating nowhere when I could cook and eat in my house, right? So wifey is a creature of habit. And she wanted to go to one of her favorite restaurants that only had outside seating. So I'm thinking, as much as this damn restaurant costs, surely they have us in little igloos with all kinds of sunshine around us and boom, boom, back, right? Well, they had one aerial heater that may have done the job for others, but it didn't do the job for us. So, and it's, and I was at the table with a bunch of wonderful folk, and some of them even love the cold. That's just not me, So we were all at the table. 6 of us was at the table, kind of like, and she was just as happy as she wanted to be and gleeful and was eating her little, I'm not going to plug the restaurant because, they don't pay us anything, but
exactly,
but it was really a good time and a first, and we had a great time giggling, laughing, and eating and getting the hell up out of there after that. It's like, okay, we said we did it, girl. Okay, we did it. You saw black folk at the restaurant outside dining, and yesterday was Brick in New York, so you already know.
Absolutely. It's supposed to be so cold this weekend that my agency has put out it's going to be cold as hell warning to the staff. I'm like, well, damn, as I rarely go outside anymore since I've never really been, well, that's not true. Recently, very recent years, I haven't been really longing to be out in the world. I feel like been there, done that, okay. But now it's like, okay, it's a pandemic. Why am I even thinking about outside? I have all of my comforts right here with me. I feel very good.
Say that again, please.
I have all of my comforts right here. I feel very good. And God bless the internet. It makes it very, very easy to get more of the things that I love if I want them. Although I think, be careful of those PCs. I think I might have a virus or something on that. So, yeah. So, but happy birthday again. Happy birthday again to the legendary. Your wife is legendary. Monifa, we love you. We love you to pieces, sis. And I'm saying it to her while she's not looking at me because
Yeah, she gets the luxury of she has the, yes, Brandon and Monifer. I love, she has interesting relationships with everybody, and Brandon, who is our baby brother, and that's what we call him. And they poke at each other. So like there'll be times they have this running joke that Brandon thinks, and he even made a meme about it.
And she's not going to pick up.
Brandon made one of the funniest memes years ago about Mo in a car. And I swear we must have laughed, no exaggeration, for like 3 minutes straight, just bent over, because they have this thing with calling each other and not, just what he said. So he made a meme of her in a car, glammed out with her hand waving, and it says, "Tell him I'm asleep." Oh my God. I have to find it so that I can show it to you, because you will fall out, and
Yes.
then when you get the backstory, it's hilarious. Misty Blue, Misty Blue, Misty Blue. How are you, darling? And I will absolutely tell her you said happy birthday.
Man, oh God. Really, you know what? It was a party last night. It was fun. It was slow jams, but it was fun. I was getting a little sexy with it, Yeah, people were asking me about Shaka Khan for some reason. I don't know. So and we did that, and then, I don't know, and did a little bit of that, and then played some music, and of course I played a little Avery. I have to say, honestly, it's Avery Sunshine. People don't really realize, except the person who's always in my car with me, not always in my car, but in my car more often than anybody else, knows that I love Avery Sunshine.
Oh yeah, it's a lot to love about Avery.
Who hears my music and who has had to, well, not had to, but who's accompanied me at concerts, and it's very rare, extremely rare, because you know what? Honestly, let me tell you this: whenever I go to see Shaka Khan, I sit there. And whoever's in front of me, they better be sitting also, because do not stand up. You will be getting things in your back. It's like really bad.
That's hard at an Avery Sunshine or a Shaka Khan concert.
But with Shaka Khan, with Avery, but with Shaka, I sit there in reverence because it's personal. Okay, she's singing to me, and everybody else, enjoy the show, but it's really for me. So, but with Avery, I get up and I actually go to the stage. And that is the only artist you'll see me trying to get to the stage to get closer.
She draws you in.
She completely.
She will take you to the rock show, to the R&B concert, to the Tabernacle, all in the same breath, and just call you in. She does. She absolutely does.
And I'm going to tell you, she's done some things. She's sung some songs, and I've been watching her. She does a lot of lives, and she has some things going on, and she just always draws you in. She just always draws you in. She's outstanding,
and she should be a comic, because she has a way that is so personable. Her, and shout out to her husband Dana, who is just as divine. Okay, the two of them together were certainly kismet in their own right, but they have such an energy with each other, and there are parts of the things that they do that remind me of my wife and I, because he plays he can have like a flat personality in some vein, not musically, absolutely not, and I'm not saying flat as in no personality. I'm saying the straight guy in comedy, and she's so the method person. So when they get together, it is a joy to see, because you can see the balance, in their video clips, which is interesting and funny to me, knowing them both. But it's together, just the way they approach music, the way they approach their love for their craft, the way that they let you in from what it looks like. Like y'all see the finished product, but getting this thing called music thing together and traveling and all that other stuff that comes with it is a lot. It's very taxing on your body and on your family,
Yeah. What you just described, we call it the frame, the picture in the frame. Sometimes it's interchangeable in relationships, but for the most part, there's usually one person who is the picture and the other person who is the lovely frame. And sometimes you have a broke down frame or a really beautiful frame that's housing that picture. I think in really good relationships, the frame is happy to be the frame when the frame is the frame. And the picture recognizes when the picture needs to become the frame and does such, gracefully. I think those are the best relationships. Does that make sense?
I like that metaphor. I like that. Yeah, it does. It just shows you about, it hit me, it resonated in an area that I understand. There are certainly spaces and places, let's just say. But yeah, I definitely understand that.
And I have to give you a correction here, Brandon. She didn't say no. She didn't say no, it's not you. She said, no, it's not your birthday. And it was not my birthday. I was lying and she knew it. The day of that concert was November 14th.
Ooh, why did you take her here, Brandon? You know better.
My birthday is November 20th. And don't get with this. Don't. The shocker hood. Y'all don't understand. Y'all just, do I have to play John B again? No, please. Because they don't know about this thing. Hey, Keith, how you doing, baby?
Keith. Walt.
Pop.
So let me ask you something while you're still in that tone of voice.
I was up here.
Avery Sunshine song.
There's so many.
Yeah, but I know. Narrow it down to one.
Probably, okay. I can't narrow it down to one, but I can narrow it down to 3 or 4. Okay, I will say, okay, so Ugly Side of Me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say both versions.
Okay.
The house and the straight up R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Safe in His Arms, when she sing. I had never heard that song until she sang that song.
Really?
No, I heard it, but I never felt it.
Heard it. Okay. Got you. Heard it. Got you.
Until she sang it.
And that's Mrs. Tasty Cake of choices now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Tasty choices.
The song that she does, I think is it called Honey Love with Choreology?
Honey Love.
Honey Love. Yes, Honey Love with Choreology.
Okay.
Did I say Call My Name?
Mm-hmm. That's the first one out the gate. Yeah. First single.
Yeah, I think those would be my favorites. And Afraid, also the bonus track on one of her CDs.
Mhm.
That's dope. There's just so many. Stalk You. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's an early one. Yeah.
Shaka.
You know what's funny? When she came, and I'll say, into my life musically.
What's up, P Boogie?
P Boogie. When she came into my life musically, I remember saying to myself distinctively, wow, because it was at a time when folk were kind of sort of starting to sound alike, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes in with this piercing kind of, oh, who's that? What's that? That's cute. You know, I remember saying that to myself, like, I gotta know this artist, you know, and I've always flocked to things that weren't, you know, saturated, you know, and when I heard Call My Name, I was like, and I felt like she had translated some of my inner thoughts, you know, just like one of my faves of all time is Sweet Afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. First of all, tasty choices. One. Yeah. Two, a slow, sensual vibe. And it's almost like she's opening up a diary and just adding the melody. And then of course she gives you the musical exchanges in there, a la, like, and I don't like to reference other artists as sounding like, but you know, you've been on those musical rides of a Stevie Wonder or those musical exchanges of a Tina Marie, and they change the melody in the songs, and you know, like, that's Avery Sunshine for me, you know.
Yeah, she's just amazing. I remember when I first learned about her, it was when I was doing the podcast, and it was in probably the beginning of that time, like 2014. And I had got connected to the A&R person for Shanachie Records. Mm-hmm. And I think I was trying to get Mint Condition at the time on the show. And he was like, well, I'm going to send you some CDs and you let me know which of these you want. It's Mesa, here's Avery Sunshine. It was, you know, a couple of people, and here's Mint Condition CD. He's just sent me these CDs like how they used to do with radio stations back in the day. You know, yeah. They really, he was really good, this guy. But anyway, sent me the Avery Sunshine CD. I didn't listen to it because I didn't know who she was. And he said, well, look,
doesn't that make you want to listen though?
No, I mean, yeah, but
you don't know. It's like, oh, what's this?
At that time, I was trying to get people with a name so that I could encourage people to listen, and then I would get indie artists. I had this whole way of thinking in my brain that let's just say if Monifa came on the show, then at the same time I could have a Gloria Ryan, so that the people who came to listen to Monifa or see Monifa would experience Gloria. Does that make sense? Like, people,
it does, but it's traditional thinking.
Right. So that's how I was thinking initially back then. So I didn't really listen at that point when he sent me the CDs. And he booked her for me though. And I said, okay, all right, well, let me listen to the CD. I listened to that CD. I was floored. I was like floored. And then I started looking her up on YouTube. Videos, crazy. I was like, oh my God, I love this woman. Listening. By the time she came on, so I gave myself like a week, for a week prior to her coming on the show. By the time she came on, I was butter. It was just, yeah, that was it. I was just butter. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Ronnie. How you doing? Ronnie, thank you. I want to thank you publicly. Ronnie made a donation to the show. Press that donation button on WJBR ronnieinternet.com. And you too can make a donation. Thank you so much, Ronnie. You know we love you.
And we got the saddest news ever. However, a very full and enriched life, and we were all impacted by her life. Yes, ma'am. The one and only Queen Mother, Cicely Tyson, went to his arms this week. And, our legend, our treasure, our national treasure. It's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, I love that picture of her. She was a queen. Give a moment of silence.
Because the Lord is my shepherd, I have everything I need. He lets me rest in the meadow's grass, yeah. And then he leads me beside the quiet stream. He restores my failing hand, yes. And he helps me to do what honors him the most. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. Safe in his arms. When the storms, when the storms of life are raging, and the billows of the roll, oh, they begin to roll, and I'm glad he shall hide me. I'm so glad, hide me. When the storms of life are raging and I can't find nowhere to go, God holds me, God keeps me safe. Say, I'm so glad, yeah. Thank you, Lord. Say, in his arms, in his loving arms, safe in his
Rest in peace.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, Queen Mother, Cicely Tyson. Boy, oh boy. That is a giant. That is a giant. And she was ours, y'all.
Ours.
Mm-hmm.
And so is Avery Sunshine. So let's do a little sunshiny music. How about that?
Yes. And thank you for that one. Underneath.
I'm sorry.
No, and thank you for that tune underneath it.
Oh yeah.
For Cicely Tyson.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Just give me till 2064. You got it? I mean, it's like I want to be with you that long. Does that make sense? We should record it. Yeah, like just give me till yeah. Can we call the guys to come in to play? I don't know. I mean, if you like it, you have to like it. Clearing out my mind while I'm packing up your stuff. It's gonna take some time, 'cause things got so messed up. I'm so glad you'll be gone. Yeah, I'm gonna try this on my own, but the truth is I can't sleep at night for wishing you were. I wish you were here. Baby, I want you tight. Baby, won't you come on over here? Come to nothing here. Do you know how I feel? Yeah. Hey, I heard you found a girl. He found a girl. I saw her pic online. Yeah. Yes, I looked her up on Facebook. Well, I've got somebody too. And we talk all the time. Go ahead, do your own thing. 'Cause honey, you know I'm gonna do mine. But I can't sleep at night for wishing you were. I wish you were here. I wish you were nothing here, right here with me. Won't you tell me? Won't you come over here? Come over, baby. Nothing here. Ooh, do you know how I feel? Yeah. Do you know how I feel, baby, 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 baby? I can't sleep at night. I wish you were next to me, and I wanna hold you, baby. Don't you feel that? Somebody tell me why can't sleep. Why can I close my eyes? All right up under me and when absolutely nothing. Do you feel the way? Come to nothing here with me. Come on over here. Come on over, baby. Come to nothing here with me. Come on over here. Hey, hey. Come and do nothing. Come on over here. Can I ask you how much you nothing here? Do you think about me like I think about you? All the time. I think they got it all wrong. But who am I to judge? I'm just a singer with a song. But let me say, there's just got to be more than one way. You go your way, and I will go mine. And I'll see you when I get there. You might go left, and I might go right. But I'll see you when I get there. There's just got to be more than one way. Hey, no need to feel you're not alone. Just take my hand, but you got to find it on your own. Hey, there's just got to be more than one way. You go your way, and I will go mine. And I'll see you when I get there. You might go left, I might choose to go right. But I'll see you when I get there. There's just got to be more than one way. Whoa, na 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 na.
I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise.
I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise.
I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise.
I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise.
I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, and I'm wise.
I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise.
I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise.
I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am wise.
Hey. I like it. Hey. Ooh, turn up the radio. I'll go lock the door. I've been scuffling, baby, and I need you. Ooh, maybe you didn't know. Come here, let me show you. Hey, that little thing I love that you do. When I'm under the weather, you're always pulling me back together, baby. I want you, I need you to kiss and make it better for me, baby. Oh, baby, yeah. I want you, I need you, I want to kiss and make it better for me. Hey, keep it right there. I like what you're doing. This This is just the thing that I've been needing. Whoa, slow down, don't go too fast. I want to enjoy this, 'cause every kiss is better than the last. When I'm under the weather, when I'm under the weather, you always, you're always pulling me back together, baby, hey, baby, yeah, baby, I want you, I need you, I want just kiss and make it better. I said, baby, oh, baby, I want you, yes, I need you, make it better. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, I want you, I need you, got to have you right by my side, baby, oh, baby, oh, kiss and make it better for you. Don't stop, kissing on me. Last night I got mad. I said things I shouldn't have said. No, I wanted him to know how deeply I feel. I wouldn't even let him talk. All he could do was walk away. He was gone and it was too late for me to say it's just that ugly part of me. Oh, it's just that part of me I don't want nobody to see. It's just that ugly part of me. Oh, yeah. From rain, it was here. And I knew how wrong I'd been. So I said, I'm sorry for how I treated you. You know. Da 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 da. No gas is in my tank, and I've got myself to thank. I had to make $10 last for 3 weeks of the day. All of my bills are due. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta keep it moving till I get to my breakthrough. I see a brighter day. Sometimes I miss it for the hell I'm going through. Ain't nothing gonna keep me. Listen, cause I know I got got sunshine on my mind. I got sunshine all the time. I got sunshine everywhere I go, and I want you to know I got sunshine when it hurts and when nothing seems to work. I got sunshine. Do you see the sunshine? Da, 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 da.
I never thought I'd meet one like you, the kind of girl I'd freely give my all to. You captured my heart by all the things that you say. Just you being you being true, it made me feel this way. Oh, I'm dreaming of.
Doing a video for choreology.
You know.
Ooh, the thought of you brings a smile to my face. A fantasy come true, a picture of grace. Angels and angels, what a gift to the world. So eloquent, intelligent, you're my
Ladies and gentlemen, Avery Sunshine. You know what? I wasn't gonna bring you on yet. I was gonna play another mix. I was gonna mix something else in there. But when I saw you in the green room getting it in, I was like, uh-oh, okay, I done hit something right there.
But this mix is so dang killing. I was like, who is that? See what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Can I just say how great it is to see y'all's beautiful faces? JaVonne, it's good to meet you.
Thank you.
Terez, my dear sister. Just as gorgeous and just both of y'all. It's so good. Ain't it good to
just see somebody, right?
Just to see some human beings rather than the ones that you live. You love the ones you live with, but just some, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes, yes. And you look amazing.
Look, thank you, sister. Listen, I was working on it and forgot that y'all could see me. I said, oh,
well, you know, there's a good thing there because I was the only one that could actually see you.
Oh, okay, good.
And,
good,
and
good.
I was good. I was like, oh my God. So
I'm glad. Because I was putting my bra on. I was gonna say, oh Lord, if she ain't gotten that with this satin thing coming, huh? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Huh? Let me get it this more. I'm sorry. So I'll do. See, my husband is usually here to help me with all my videoing and all that, so I can do this stuff. So you know,
where's Dana? Where is he?
So y'all, Dana is a part of an organization that helps young men who are transitioning from they've been in the system,
okay,
and they need some men who give a damn.
Dope.
So the group is called Next Level Academy for young men. Okay. And they go in and they speak on behalf of these young men to keep them out of jail for. Now, if they have done something, we just don't want the sentence to be 50 million years for selling a bag of weed. I'm not saying go sell some weed. I'm just saying I don't think that should be weighed as heavily as if somebody stormed the Capitol. That's all I'm saying.
Hello, somebody.
Right there.
You know,
so it's good. A guy by the name of Gary Davis. It's his baby. It's his organization, and Dana is a part of it. And we need each other. And just like I needed to see you guys today, our young men need Black men to be there for them and say, "I believe in you. You can do it." They just need it. So every Saturday morning, that's where my husband is.
Oh,
wonderful.
So with his mask on.
Yeah, right. If you're ever lonely or bored on a Saturday morning, you can always pop through this show.
I absolutely will.
We will send you a link religiously.
We'll do it.
And I have to get this out. Okay. First of all,
get it out. Let it get it out.
I am one of your biggest fans.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. I am straight up telling you the awesome truth. I watch you on all your lives. I follow everything you do. And I've been doing that since and you saying, you know, nice to meet you, but we have met before. You were on my podcast many, many years ago.
Really?
Yes.
JaVonne, charge it to my head.
It's okay. It's okay.
And not my heart. But thank you.
But I don't expect you to remember me at all, because it was many years ago, and you've done so many things since that time. And I fell in love with you like the week that I was prepping for that show, and have been falling deeper ever since.
Well,
right. So I follow Dana, I follow you, and there's something that happened on that show. I just got to get it out, and this is why I'm not going to say I am your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to play this back, and it takes a little minute, but I think it's worth it. I think you're going to love it. Okay. And this is why I know I'm not your biggest fan. So
I need some tissues or something.
Excuse me?
Y'all need some tissues? Is it about?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Was I cussing? I know. See, I know you wouldn't do nothing like that Saturday morning. All right, let me just do this.
Let's see if we could get this played here. Here, let's do this.
This is so great.
Yes, love you.
Hello. Hello. Hi. You're on the air.
How are you?
I am so groovy right now.
Wonderful.
Want to say hi to Avery?
Sure. Hello, love of my life. How are you?
Hi, baby. How you doing?
Oh, well, thank you.
So, JaVonne, this is the other half of the Sunshine. This is actually the president and of the Sunshine team, okay? That you're talking to, okay? I just want you to know, JaVonne. I just want you to know that you're speaking to royalty, ma'am, okay?
Wow.
Mr. President.
It has to be Ronald.
That's right. Thank you. You know what to see. JaVonne knows what to say. She said, hello, Mr. President.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know, I have to say this to Ron, and he really, really knows that he, you know, when you start out as an artist and nobody knows who you are, it's just, you know, you still feel like don't nobody know who you are. But then when you get a few people who believe in what you're doing and they don't mind telling you that, it really helps to solidify the thing that you're doing. It helps to cement your purpose. It helps to, if that makes any sense, it's like a continual pat on the back kind of thing. Like, yeah, keep doing it. This is jamming. And so Ron was one of the first person who every day, JaVonne, every day that the Lord sends a tweet and includes me in it to everybody, choose to shine. Wow. And I'm every day. And I try, there's some days I miss because I'll be up under the bed, but I try to wake up and retweet. I mean, you'll have a nugget, just an encouraging word, every one or two, every day, JaVonne, every day.
Wow.
And I have to tell you, Ron, there are days when I'm not feeling sunshiny, and I open and I look through Twitter and I see you, and you remind me, hey man, get up. You don't even realize you're doing it, but you remind me, get up, go ahead and do it. It's all right. I'm telling you, you do. So thank you for inspiring me and encouraging me, and Dana.
Oh,
we
you guys are very
you
welcome.
so much. We appreciate it. I didn't even let him say a word. I ain't let him.
Okay.
My mother said, can't get a word in edgewise. I'm sorry. I had to make sure I said that.
Oh, you're welcome. I love both of you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I had to play that back. That clip is the only thing I have left of that interview. I cannot find it anywhere. But I had purposely took that clip because it said something about you and your appreciation of the people who love you and support you. And, you know, that thing just touched me back then. That was 2014, I believe.
And that's nothing. She does that now. Like how, you know, and I'm glad you played that, JaVonne, because I didn't know what you were playing. She always got something going on, you know. Like, you call little tiny fingers behind the scene, you know.
Short but formidable, short but tiny but formidable.
Yeah. Anyway, but the keep shining. Can I tell you your hashtag keep shining? How that motivates and inspires me so much, like because there are days when I'm scrolling through and I'll see something, I'll see one of those beautiful profile shots of yours where you just smile, or I'll see the banter between you and Dana that makes me giggle, and it's just really, really inspiring,
I have to tell you guys, it is. Firstly, JaVonne, thank you for that. Terez, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. Especially now, it's really hard for me sometimes to get on social media. When I started, I started, anybody that followed me, I made sure I followed. So I have a lot of maybe some undesirable things that are in the feed. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of the energy is not quite right. And so instead of taking the time to take some of it out, I just say, I just can't do it. I can't do it. So sometimes I won't post. And I forget. I mean, I don't know. We started this today saying the same thing. We need each other. And you all remind me that my fingerprint is necessary and important, just as all of ours are. And sometimes we can forget in living and taking care of babies and businesses and just yourself, you forget that you are necessary at whatever level that is. And this moment here is more meaningful than you guys could even imagine. So thank you. And yes, I'm gonna keep right on shining. And keep even when I ain't feeling like it, my mouth, our words are so powerful that if we start to speak it,
I'll tell you,
have no choice but to follow suit, right?
It cuts through. It cuts through that timeline of bullshit. We do bullshit on the show.
I'm so glad I could cuss. I didn't know.
It cuts through. Like keep shining. Like on days where like I can remember specifically like going to work and not feeling really great about it, and keep shining. No matter what comes, and it certainly served me. And anyway, you're in rotation anyway. So that's the medicine that I use to drown the world out, like from the beginning of Just Call My Name to like Sweet Afternoon.
Oh man. Come on, Sweet Afternoon.
Listen, I believe. Now, y'all don't know this, so I'm about to tell a whole lie right now.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know that Avery dug in my journals and made that song. Y'all just don't know that.
I love it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to send you some royalties.
Okay,
is that true? Like, okay, no, we gotta flesh this out just a little bit.
Wait, JaVonne, can I pause? I'm sorry, because what I did not do, I did not acknowledge my sister Monifa, and I have to do that. And would you, Terez, kiss your beautiful wife for me and tell her I love her?
Well,
her very face.
Yeah, I will absolutely do that. And we call her Background Betty on this show because we are blessed to have, be able to do this from home instead of being in a studio. Yeah. So, like we battle for airspace in here because the music is always going. So on Saturday mornings is our only reprieve because I get up earlier than she does on Saturdays. And we're going to talk about what COVID and couples do in a minute, but in a minute.
Can you hear? I was so glad Dana was going out Saturday morning. I was like, oh, you leaving?
I get up earlier and I start doing my ritual. I start burning my sage and getting ready.
Wait a minute. Wait. Because I was like, they didn't tell me it was that kind of show. Is Terez smoking weed this morning? They can do that? Snoop. This is the Snoop session.
I keep some mistake. I gotta get right in my head space.
Yes.
This working from home thing, Avery. I gotta get centered because normally, that work home life, you keep them separated.
Yes.
With doing the COVID thing, everything is together. So I gotta burn space sometimes with dealing with some energies that I deal with, But I'm up.
We have to do the same thing, JaVonne. I know, please forgive me. I just broke in, but it was the same thing, having to manage your personal life. And so even like right now, if Dana was here, Dana would come in. If he wasn't involved, come in. What we having for dinner? The Xfinity man is downstairs. Where's I can't find my wallet. Where's the credit card? It's just like having to, you know what I mean? It's just, or your mom, my mom's calling back to back to back to back. And I'm like, I'm on a call. Are you okay? Oh no, I just wanted to tell you Oprah turned 67 today. But you're grateful for that, but managing the being at home, because everybody doesn't even get it. Oh, you're at home, so you're not doing anything. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So Terez, I get it. I get it.
Yes, but she gonna pop in. I'm sure. As soon as she hears your voice, as soon as she goes to that first bathroom break, she's gonna listen to hear that I'm on the show. She's gonna say, "Wait, yeah, they had Avery on today." She's gonna pop in and watch. I bet
absolutely. And the funny thing is, Avery, I'm gonna let you know now. Yeah. What happens is Terez's head gets pushed to the side, and Mo comes right on in. And that's it. That's it. The end. It's over. It becomes the Monifa show. And we call it background Betty, the background Betty show.
I love it. That's what I do today.
You wake up in time, you know.
I personally think that you and Dana need to have your own show. That's what I personally think.
You know what?
The Hey Sunshine show, right?
Yeah, but I know, but we do have the Hey Sunshine show. But we've been talking about a couples thing, and we might try something in the next couple of weeks. So just keep your eyes out for on the Hey Sunshine show. Okay. We're gonna do something, and I may be calling on you and Monifa to do something. But it's gonna be. But but you know, again, I never wanted to be one to read so much of my own press that I felt like, you know what, the world can't do without me. So let me just do. But what's interesting is, if God has created us to be amazing and great, who else is supposed to read your press? You read it. You toot your own horn. You do it. Mm-hmm. There will be someone who will come to hear it or see it, whatever it is. You go, and that's it. That's all you worry about. And I'm learning to do that, and I'm getting more comfortable in that space, saying, folk don't want to hear what I got to say. They are not interested.
Listen, lies.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true.
We do that to ourselves. We do that to ourselves.
We do.
No, we don't need nobody else to say nothing negative to us. We have that whole negative neighborhood. But I have this trick that I do.
Come on, give me the trick.
Okay. So whenever I feel like I have a negative, like, we're going to have Avery Sunshine on the show. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Well, you're going to say something stupid, make her want to hang up.
What?
Right? That's the thought. You're going to say something inappropriate, and she's going to be like, that's it. Goodbye. And then what I do is I say, okay, where's the positive people that live in this neighborhood? I know some of y'all going to go jack up that negative thought. And they say, Avery's going to love you because you love her. And then they beat that negative thought right out of my head. And then they say, okay, JaVonne, go prepare for your show because it's going to be all right. See, I got people up in here.
I got people up here talking to me.
3, 4, 5, 7, 9.
I'm not alone. I'm never alone.
Yeah, and when those people start talking to her, right?
Wait a minute. Is it on time? Look who's calling me, and look who comes into the screen. We can't do without him, can we?
See?
Both of them. Look at that. I ain't answering him, though.
How are you?
I'm so grateful. Wake up gorgeous. That's what it is.
Girl. I love and miss you, Avery.
I'm just
so happy to see. I love seeing you sharing your gift, getting on there and sharing your gift on IG. And I miss you, man.
I feel the same way. I was just saying that. I was really thinking about it right before we logged on. Like, what is it going to be when we finally see each other? Now, it had been a minute before we'd seen each other, right? So then this happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a year, y'all. It's been year since this has happened. And it will probably be another year before we are really out doing it for real, for real. Like, what's it gonna be like to see people like in
hugs and
hug? What is it gonna be like?
They're trying to rob us of our humanity, man. Like that. There's you know, we got to remember that we have to stay connected until we can be connected again.
It's the truth.
We don't realize like this is very important. Feeling somebody's hug and touch. Hey, JaVonne.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna do it to myself. Dana, come on, I'll hug you. Come here, somebody can hug you.
I miss you.
But it's the truth. That was so good.
That
was the moment to do what you just did, to quiet everything else and just be in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet afternoon.
Yes, babe.
You know it's 12:20.
Exactly. This is it.
See?
Perfect timing.
See?
Terez, you know.
Oh my God.
See, if y'all don't know what that song is, and that came from Terez.
Terez stole her journal and wrote that song.
You said what? You what?
You got that from my journal notes.
Oh,
let me just play y'all a little bit of that. Can we just play a little bit of it so that the people
go on and give them some? Just thank me later. Thank me later.
I love you, Avery. I'm calling you a little later.
Please tell me I love you too.
Happy belated, Monifa.
Thank
you.
Say hi. You ain't say hi back. Thank you.
I didn't hear you say hi. You usually don't. So
I do say hi. What are you talking about? I was coming on here when I said I'm the one that gets those creepy voices in check.
That's true.
That's why I got I came in to say hi to Avery, but then that was gonna be my introduction. When I heard that, I was like, oh, that's a good segue into me saying hi.
This is true. This is true. You are one of those strong, powerful voices in my head that says you're being creepy. Stop being creepy, McCreeper, and just get ready for the show.
My daughter says, "You're being cringy, mom."
Cringy. That's the new one. Cringy is like our age bracket. So, but I like cringy.
I like cringy too. I like cringy too.
I
dig it. They need a hug and they don't even like hugs. Mr. J.
Now I need a hug. I don't even like hug,
Mr. J. Mr. J.
We hugging you, Mr.
I know, right?
Yeah, you need more hugs. That's what that is, Mr. J. Right. You need more hugs.
Yeah.
Yep. Before you play the song, I'd like to know, outside of my journal notes, and that's my story, I'm sticking to it. What inspired that? That is such a, oh my God.
Me and Dana. Let me tell you. So just the real. Dana was going through divorce, and Dana was working. I had already gone through my divorce. And I know it sounds, it's like it's not even like y'all lying, but I swear to God. So yep. Dana got me through, believe it or not, he got me through my divorce. And we were working on the music, just friends, just that ear. Y'all, you know, when you go through something, you have no idea who the person is or that's gonna be there to drag you out of that.
Yes, God.
So it was Dana, he literally, I feel like he dragged me. And next thing you know, he was divorcing. And the thing between us was it was inevitable. And he was still working a day job. And however it was, the only time we could meet up was in the afternoon. And I mean, like meet up at like Blimpie or something. I would drive to his gig. I would like 45 minutes so we could have lunch. So the sweet afternoon wasn't even, you know, that smash and grab. It wasn't even that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. See, don't give me too much overt stuff. I like, that overt sensuality. Like, and there are few song stylists. I consider you not only a singer, but a stylist. Like, you make very, very tasty choices.
Oh yeah.
So outside of like on a Mavis Staples, how you can just sing, hum it's not a word, not a lyric, feeling. Like when you hit us with the and I don't sing.
Oh, a little bit, but I don't know what that was.
But I'm just saying. love y'all for this. You'll hear it.
Do it better.
Listen, because when the song plays, I'm gonna point out the area. Because
She gonna point out the area.
Point out the area when the song's playing. right here. It's a clearing of the throat. It's a transition of it puts you in that pocket. Like,
let me tell you something, Avery.
Sorry, that's my.
I love you for that.
Ain't nobody. Let me just. You in a class by yourself, babe.
This is true.
I certainly appreciate that from the both of you. And Monique, you already know.
Choices.
Yeah. I feel like you sing from your toes personally.
Yes.
And how you do that while you're sitting down behind the keyboard, I will never know. Don't stand up to get all that
over my ass. That's the foundation. That's what it is. You can't help it. You can't help but just come from like a volcano. Just come up. I'm working on that, by the way. I am.
Ooh, no, leave that right there.
That's what Dana said. He's how you. But y'all know just about feeling better. But the truth is, y'all know what that just practicing it. Practicing piano and then ending up singing along with that. I never considered myself a singer. I was never going to be a singer. I was always going to tell other people sing because I didn't think because I was listening to Monifa on the radio. I'm listening to Aretha Franklin on the radio. I'm listening to all these folks. I'm like, I don't sing like that. I can tell everybody else what to do. And I think one of the most miraculous things that I've learned that through my process in my career is that everybody's got a voice. Hey, whether I like it or not, everybody has everybody. Do you remember listening to Joe Cocker? Do y'all remember Joe?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember watching him. He be. I was like, that is bizarre to me. But wait a minute. It's bizarre to me, but this man is on TV singing for a living. That means somebody loves it. Somebody so everybody's gift is for whomever it is for.
That's right.
Don't ever discount because yours doesn't look like someone else's, that it shouldn't exist or that it's not good.
That's true.
I think I learned that through this and hearing things like that. Like, no, you don't sound like that or that. You sound like you. And that's what I want to hear. I was like, whoa, really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
So,
I used to be that way because I didn't run. Like, I didn't grow up in church or anything. And like people that, they think that I'm a singer. I sing notes and, I come from stage and you know what I'm saying? I didn't come from choirs and church, but I came from theater and stage and stuff like that and singing along with my favorite artists and my mother's favorite artists. Yeah. And I used to feel funny, like coming up with the face and the, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that really, to me, in my opinion, that grown sound, like where everybody sounded like they were like 30 something and I was, and I'm in my 20s and I just felt like I had this really immature voice. Like I knew I could sing, but I just always felt like weird because I didn't run. And then it wasn't until like a couple of years ago, like 10 years ago, that I really realized like, yo, I'm good. This is me.
I'm great.
I'm, you know what I'm saying? This is what I do.
And what is cold without hot? What is day without night? So if you're running through everything, and I never get it, and I listen, I don't do a lot of runs and all, but I sure love to hear it. But let me tell you something that came clear to me, but my mama said. She said, it was some new artist that came out at the time, and I couldn't stop playing this man. I mean, she's running all over the place. It's just, my mother heard it and said, yeah, so you like this? But I can't sing along with that.
That's I hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can listen to the runs, but you can't.
Yeah. You hear that let me know You ain't supposed to do that. Yeah, people fawn over that, and it is so. But guess what else? I fawn over folks that can sing a line. Whitney Houston could sing a line and phrasing. Luther Vandross would sing a line, and the phrasing will hold that note so much and put so much intensity and passion in that.
Yes.
I don't even have to hear you do any runs. If you do one, I still probably wouldn't hear it because I'm caught up in that note that you have.
That phrasing, those choices.
Those choices. Sometimes all of the you don't even hear the lyrics.
Right, exactly.
Song about.
Right. Yep.
And when I realized a minute ago that I'm supposed to share my thoughts through my songs. So if I'm sharing these thoughts, it wouldn't work if my voice was a different voice.
Right.
The voice that God gave me. And that's it. And if people listen and detaching myself from the people that I thought I was supposed to be in the group of, I wanted to be in the cool kids group and they do this and this, they do this particular thing. And people that like them they're not the same people who like me. And does that must mean that I'm not good? No, it means you're different.
Yes. You.
Yeah. They're people. Authentically you. I'm telling you, my mother was irritated when I played that art. I don't want it, Denise. It's too much for my ears. I can't follow it.
They're too busy.
It's too busy. I'm confused. It's cacophonous to me. All over the place, and they sing. I can go take me home. And why they almost got to do that? They're always cold.
Cold and confused.
I went a
Avery, where the heck are we gonna see you in film? Because
I just told her.
Acting.
Absolutely.
What I have decided, sisters. For a minute, yet again, this being home, this COVID is brought. So I'm about to go get my sage mode. Terez.
I just wafted across the screen.
I'm about to go get mine. It's down. You know, me and Dana keeps our sage in here. But I am interested in the somebody said cold and confused. That's so good. I'm cold and confused. That is so good. Look, I have decided that I call it the Tyler Perry effect. I was one of the folks that was, people would always say, oh, you should be acting, you should do this and you should do that. And then I get caught up in, okay, so I've got to audition and I've got to do this and I got to figure it out. And I've got to, or I watch a movie and I see, I should have been in that role. Or I should have been, and I was like, wait a minute. Stop that. Create your own role.
That's it.
And stop being mad at casting directors for not seeing you or not knowing about you. Create the Tyler Perry effect. Say, look, I'm gonna create, I'm gonna write it, direct it, I'm gonna do craft services, I'm gonna pick people up at the airport, I'm gonna produce it, I'm gonna be the lighting director, the gaffer, score it. I'm going to score it, play the instruments, sing the songs, and if y'all like it, you like it. You fuck with it. You don't, you don't. Exactly. And I'm not going to worry about it. See, I was created in such a way that I call it the Tyler Perry effect. And if folks with me, if you not, be blessed.
That's right.
Be blessed.
Be cold and confused.
Be cold. And keep your IP.
Couple of things right here. First, let me just get this off. Monifa, I may not give you enough compliments as much as I feel it in my spirit. Not nearly enough. I got that.
All right.
But I have to say this, okay? This is my show, half my show anyway. Part of my, and what I want to say is that you are legendary.
Yes,
period. Your singing, your voice, your choices, tasty, you're dope. That's it. The end. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. I believe you, and I know that now. And thank you. Thank you.
So I just wanted to say that. So, but Miss Sunshine Avery, you have just rocked my entire world again. Golly, you know what? I can't. Well, I sing, but not the way people like to hear singing. So
you never know, somebody might love it.
Right, I did. So I wrote my own song, had my own concert, had my own, and then I spent a lot of money and lost a lot of money. So then I wanted to be on the radio. So I started my own podcast, and look at where we are now. And I love it. Right. And now I'm going to sing some more. Not right now in this moment, because I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, right? But I'm not going to sing. But I just want to say thank you for that. So many people need to hear that. You know, you don't have to audition. You don't have to wait for somebody else's approval. Do your thing. Right. If you want it, create it.
You see this lipstick I'm wearing, these lashes?
Yes.
It's mine.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
I'm moving. It'll be out as soon as it get here, and I can put it on. The COVID's slowing everything down. But as soon as all my new products are in, they'll be back up. I created my own. I am not waiting. I know I talk about my mama. My mama should be 84 this year, so I'm grateful to still have her and doing everything. And she said, Denise, I'm gonna live until I die.
I love that.
Jules.
Thank you for that.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
I love you, sis.
Yes.
And on that, I'm gonna leave y'all to this. I love you.
I love you more. Mwah.
Everybody have a great Sunday. Bye, JaVonne.
Bye, background Betty.
But let's talk about the Lumac beauty.
Yeah,
talk about that for a second.
So Lumac comes out of some pain, y'all. I thought my lips were too big to wear bright lipstick, right?
Okay.
And it's kind of a long and drawn out story. I'm gonna give you as much as I can without it just being about boring you to death. But my great grandmother's name was Jemima Lou Bodison Mack, and she was a single parent. She was a preacher. She was the mother of my grandmother, whose name was Louise, and my grandmother got pregnant with my mother when I think she was 16, and my grandfather was 15. So Lou Mack told Louise and Willie, y'all gonna get married. And Louise was 16 and my grandfather was 15, so they got married. Needless to say, my grandmother, Louise, is walking down the street with my mother. And I don't know where my grandfather was at that time, clearly, because he was a baby still himself. And this lady, who was a member of my great-grandmother's church, Lou Mack was a pastor too. This lady named Fannie Mae Rogers rolled up on my grandmother and said, hey, you don't want that baby. Because my grandmother's holding the baby all weird and stuff. And there was an incident before that where my grandmother was in jail and had to breastfeed my mama in jail.
Wow.
So my mother tells me the story. She said that they tell me that she said I was emaciated. I was looking, and she said your grandmother was holding my little bag and me, and this lady pulls up and says, hey, Louise, you don't want that baby, give me that baby. And my grandmother said, you want her for real? And she said, give her to me. And my grandmother did. So Fannie Mae Rogers, the lady that pulled up, called my great grandmother Lou Mack and said, Sister Lou, I got this here baby. Your daughter actually gave her to me on the street. And my great grandmother said, you can have her because I can't take care of a baby. That's Louise and Willie's baby. I can't take care of her. So if you can do it, you can have her. So my mother was raised by a foster mother. Thank God for Fannie Mae Rogers and her husband, Gladys Rogers, for taking care of my mother. So I say all that to say that's a painful part of my history, especially my mom's. because my grandmother was still in the mix.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My grandmother would come around to the foster parents' house to see my mother. My mother would say my grandmother would be drunk, or she would come around, she'd be fussing, but she said, God takes good. So these foster folks that took care of my mother, amazing. So fast forward, Dana and I and my mother and my sister have just become parents again. My niece has 3 children, 8, 6, and 17 months. And she's in Philadelphia, and we're praying for her. We're praying for her. All the kids are here with us. This baby ended up in foster care. And we've been fighting through COVID to get the baby, and we got her, y'all. So she's here.
Oh, amen. God bless.
So I know this is more information, but the idea of, so I wanted to bring all this. Lou Mac Beauty was created. I wanted to remind women, when we looked at our features and we looked at who we are, to acknowledge those pains, acknowledge the beauty in the pain and in the victories, because it makes us who we are. So the fact that painful time when my grandmother gave my mother away, I am here because someone took my mother. Could have been dead.
Amen.
And then there would have been no Avery Sunshine. But that story at the time that wasn't pleasant, we've got to tell those stories. We can't be afraid of those stories. We honor those stories when we honor when I honor the fullness of my lips. Follow me here. When I honor what I look like, I honor Lou Mac. These are Lou Mac's lips. This is Lou Mac's big ass booty that I got hanging on me. But not just when, I don't acknowledge my family members, the ones who were there to give me gifts, and the ones who were there I also acknowledge the ones who there was some pain attached to, because it's the whole picture that makes me who I am. So I honor my great grandmother in this lipstick line. She never wore stitch and makeup. But I am here because of her. I'm here because of her bravery to tell that woman, listen, I can't take care of this baby. You go ahead and do that. And whatever that made her do that, I don't know if it was God, I don't know if it was fear, but she did it. And I am here because of that bravery. And I see the similarities between she and I. She was a business owner, y'all. She had 4 properties. That was, she was born in 1899.
Wow.
So I'm sorry, I've seen something that popped up, and then that's so, oh God. I'm sorry, y'all know I can't focus. But you said we're trying to do something for this. They lost her eye in an attack in Harlem due to male adult feeling. I want to make her decorative eye that Lou Mac inspired. You know what? Do that. Do that. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. We don't take the pain and just stay broken and just be broken.
And you know something too, in telling your story, that was such a selfless act.
Yeah.
As well. Because I know that there was a lot of pain in that, but for someone to say that I can't do something, because, immediately we want to do something, we want to grab it. And even though we don't have the capacity, it may not be what we need to do. And to do a selfless act so that somebody's life can be better, or basically be in care of somebody who can, change the trajectory of whatever that could have been. So
I hadn't considered that. I hadn't
a lack mentality. That's not a lack mentality. That's a mentality of abundance.
Yes.
Because you know what? We come from villages, quite frankly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We come from
everybody. All the mamas were taking care of you. Can't you get the baby? No, you get the baby. No, I got the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
You're right.
Facts. Facts. I've taken in my nieces. I know what that is.
Yes.
Listen, I know what it is. And God, and we would not know you here today. So Lou Mac. First of all, you have beautiful, beautiful lips that There you go.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be too creepy.
It's not creepy when we tell each other we're beautiful.
No, JaVonne is creepy.
I'm gonna hit my sage.
No, I'm just kidding. But she just
I love y'all.
Yeah. We are, like it's it's very hard when you have attractive friends. You know what I mean? Because when you have attractive friends and other people see them as attractive, I got and I say friends in terms of, and I add Dana in that bunch too.
Yeah. Oh, listen.
When
Wait a minute. I had a friend tell me, told me, the man's wife. Yeah. I need a man like Dana. And looked at him. I was like, can you do that? I didn't know you could do that. You gotta cross the thing. Now you could tell me he fine to you, but you can use like Dana. I take it all in stride. Thank you, Lord. As long as we know where we at, we good. I'm grateful.
See, and you got to get that, because I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it for JaVonne and her types.
My types.
In a minute, the lesbians love you, Avery.
And I love the lesbian shit.
Oh shit.
No, y'all hear me? I am not on that bullshit, y'all. I don't know how people. My preference is male.
Absolutely.
But why would I feel some kind of way if another woman said that she was attracted to me, because I please know that women have said it to me, and I've said, and guess what I've responded with? Thank you so much. I'm so glad anybody thinks I'm attractive. So thank you. So are you, and I appreciate that shit.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome.
Thank you. I am not offended by why.
Well,
why? We have so much work to do in appreciating each other, and we just have a lot of work to do, and not feeling like, oh my god, you said I was good. You like my lips? All right, enough of this.
She's gonna think, and then on this end, it's like I can't tell her because she's gonna think I like her. No, she's beautiful.
Yeah, don't give a shit. I'm grateful. I am serious. Drew, can you wave at everybody? She's gonna be like, Mom. This is my baby.
Hey, Drew. I've seen the picture of you two together. Beautiful. Beautiful.
But Drew and my boys, are you gonna leave? Yeah. Okay, I love you. Okay, good deal. I'm sorry, y'all. You see how you see what I'm talking about? The business and the debate. You gotta stop and tell you doing it? You all right? Okay, good. But my children also, now I've never had an issue with homosexuality. Mm-hmm. And y'all correct me and tell me the right way to say stuff, because sometimes I don't be knowing what. So sometimes we don't say nothing because people be all and see because how you say it now rather than just asking.
Right.
Anyway, but my daughter and our boys went to school at Grady High School, and much different than when I was in school. If there was someone that was transitioning or trans, you would not know.
Right.
You wouldn't even know if somebody was gay, or you just wouldn't know.
Right.
And we were talking about, now my oldest brother is married, and he and his partner have been married for they've been together for almost 30 years. Mm-hmm. And he and his partner, my other brother, they are my children's godparents.
Okay. And
so my children were exposed to love, fullness of love very early. Amen. When they came onto the scene, they understood the fullness of love. So it was never an issue. So they get to Grady High School, and there are kids, there's a couple of kids in the class who were trans. Mm-hmm. And it threw me off for a minute. I'm picking them up from school, and a young man comes out, and he's got on a tutu and some sparkle shoes. Mm-hmm. Now, cross-dressing was one thing, because everybody had a thing for it's kind of like it's fun, and but no, but there's another space where someone feels like they're not in the right body. Right. And it's a real thing.
Right.
And I just was like that. And my kids, they were like, well, what's wrong with you?
Oh.
I was like, y'all, he's got a purse. And my kids were like, so?
You made them though.
Can you say that again?
You made them though.
And they teach us. They teach us not tolerance.
Right.
Don't tolerate me.
Exactly.
I don't want you to tolerate me.
Exactly.
I want you to see I'm here.
Exactly.
See me. You don't have to believe exactly like I don't. You don't have to do any of that. I want you to see me. I don't want you to just tolerate me. Right. And my children I thought I was awakened, but no, we all been brought up in this world. We all had old school parents or not. But there was something in you that you learned that maybe you didn't want to learn, and we got to unlearn it. And we got to talk about it. Talk about, it did startle me. Okay. All right, it's gone. Move on to the next thing. But we gotta talk about it. Talk about it.
That's how you know you're right in line with that 2.0 version of yourself when your children are able to drop jewels on you. That's the measure right there. That's the measure. Can we talk about the Sunshine Show?
Yes.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing on the Sunshine Show.
Can I tell you that I'm enjoying every moment?
Listen, y'all, we are figuring it out. It is a part of, it's like a baby starting to walk. It's wobbly and
nice.
Until one day you look up and that baby getting it, running. What we're going to be consistent. I'm learning to be consistent. I'm going to keep going until I figure it out.
Amen.
And so there are going to be some new show. We're going to have my mama on the show. It's going to be called Ask Miss Ruth.
What? Your mama's name is Ruth? That's my grandmother's name. And then and my grandmother's getting ready to turn 100 in March.
Yep.
And
happy birthday.
Oh,
I'm going to tell y'all right now, only Avery Sunshine could get me to say this publicly. My middle name is Ruth.
That is beautiful. JaVonne, listen, my niece,
we're related.
Our baby that we just got the 17 months will be here shortly. Her name is Journey Nicole, my middle name, Ruth.
All right.
I sure was feeling so. I was like, they name babies Ruth still. But I was grateful that my niece did that, honored my mother. So you have a beautiful name, JaVonne.
Thank you so much.
An honorable name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I'm glad that the Sunshine Show exists because it doesn't need to be cookie cutter. It needs to reflect the multifaceted, the multidimensional person that you are. So like,
I received that.
From the beginning, I love the wobbles. I love everything that you've described, and it's necessary.
Every show goes through it. Every show goes through it. Every business goes through it,
Absolutely.
And we will be supporting your show and which
and vice versa.
You do.
Wait a minute, or like some real aunties would say, vice versa and vice versa. That's not what it is, auntie, but I know what you mean. But for real, I'm sorry, I'm cold in here. It's cold. It's 28 degrees in Atlanta right now. Freezing. But I appreciate, this is one of the most fulfilling interviews I've ever done. And I can count about 5 in all the interviews that I've done. This is in the top 5. I mean that.
Thank you.
And I wouldn't say it otherwise. But I am so JaVonne and Terez, thank you both.
You know what? Thank you.
Providing a space for people like me. Because I'm just as regular as the next person. To not, I don't feel like I have to be anything else on here. That's exactly who I am. In the sunshine, sometimes it burn with a cuss word is fine, and then sometimes it just warm you up. Whatever. I just I appreciate being able to be all of me. And I say that I specifically in speaking to I was invited to perform at a church, and sometimes it gives me angst to do churches. Because they don't really want all of me. They want me that looks and says a certain thing, or looks a certain way, right? I was invited to a church, and a super big church down here. and I won't name it because I don't think the pastor knew. It was the person under. It's always ain't it always the B team or C team? That's something to say. At any rate,
yes.
That person in the middle. So this person says, "We want you to come and we want you to sing for our service." And we saw your performance on Google. You did this Google performance, and it was great. We want you to do that here, but we love your song, "See You When I Get There," but don't sing it here, because in that song, in the Google performance, you talked about your gay brother and it being about your brother, and we're not quite ready for that.
Wow. So he spoke for the entire congregation, huh?
He did.
Wow.
He was a minister of music of the church. And what I should have done was reached out to the pastor. And I didn't do it. I was so stunned. I just was so stunned. And that I have to, I don't, there's just so many things about that are disturbing. That a place that is designed to honor God, uplift, be mindful of God, is in so many ways they don't include God.
Come on, somebody.
Right.
How would I just don't understand that. I'm talking about a church, and you mean to tell me the God that loves everybody would actually say, "Come, but don't talk about this particular thing." It's just so I am always grateful for places where I can be exactly who I am. I can show up whole. I can show up and say I love God and say shit. I can show up and say, you know what? I didn't feel good today. These fibroids are wearing me out. Or you know what? Today was great. I lost 3 pounds. And whatever it is, I can show up exactly like I am.
And I'm happy that offended you, because that meant that I'm happy that was that you don't understand that. In other words,
I don't understand it.
Yeah. Let me just say, a couple of things about the. No, I'm not going to say that. Okay. So, but what I will say is that what churches sometimes don't understand, or religions don't understand, is that they're supposed to reach everybody. And it's not the sick that need a doctor. I mean, it's not the well that need a doctor. So the people that feel and realize that they are already saved don't need to be saved. And again, because they saved, right? And we all need Jesus. And I'll say this, it was through listening to, because I'm crazy, but that's all right, right? You love me anyway, Avery. Please say it. Okay. All right. So I was saying to Terez at the top of the show that I had not heard "Safe in His Arms" until I heard you sing it. Not that I had never heard the song before, but I had never heard it. I'd never heard it until I heard your rendition and watched you sing it. To anybody who don't know Jesus, go to an Avery Sunshine concert and wait till she sings "Safe in His Arms." You will know Jesus himself.
Oh Lord, don't do this.
Will come shining right into your spirit, and you will know Jesus.
Facts. JaVonne, we got to do this before we wrap up, though. We got to get her on.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready to move. I got to say this.
Okay, go ahead.
You did something with, I think, Anita Wilson and Bishop Flunders.
Yes.
When I say I'm an Avery Sunshine fan, you don't understand, lady.
Listen, and I love you for that. And please know, Anita's one of my best friends. Like it ain't show. It's for real. And Bishop Flunder, if I have a pastor, she's it.
Amen.
That's it. I just need to make sure I made that clear. If I not a pastor. She's it.
Fact. Nice.
That's it.
I'm telling you, and I used to do a show. I'm going to start doing it again. I keep saying it, so you speak it, eventually it'll happen. But I used to do a show called Sunday Evening Shout, where I played gospel music, and anything where you even mention God, it was played every single week to the people, to the point that the people say, why I don't have Avery Sunshine in the gospel section? You need to get her in every section, because you know what? If there were no sexy Christians, there would be no little Christians. Correct?
There would be no little Christians. What is this foolishness? You know what? I was just talking to Anita last night or the night before. And I said, she and I don't know what it is, y'all. And I'm just speaking out. I want us, I have to go back. There was a lady that spoke to me a few days ago, and she said she came to my show, and she said, this was one of the first times I was able to get church. I was able to feel like I was at church, but I felt freedom too. I was
like, that's what it is.
I was like, oh, because that's why I ain't been able to look. I ain't been fired from all the churches I've been at, but that's why I ain't been able to be in a lot. I can't do the bullshit, y'all. I don't do the lies. I don't do when we don't like women in the pulpit. I just don't do that. I don't deal with the toxic masculinity. I don't deal with it. I'm gone. I don't deal with it. But there is so I'm saying all that to say I don't know if I am going to do a show to talk about this spirituality and freedom. Spirituality and freedom are not independent of each other.
Right.
God and freedom, it's all together. So being bound by something in the name of God or in the name of church is wrong. It is just wrong.
Yeah.
And
don't you just hear God saying, I see you, I know you though.
I made you, I created you this way.
I just saw you before you walked into the church. I was with you.
Right.
Exactly.
And I am tired of that. I am tired of that tripping and all of that. Stop. Please, Terez, what you say? I see you. And you know, yet again, the children ain't playing that shit.
No,
they see it. They called out. My children said to me, "Mom, I'm not going back to church." I was like, "Oh, you know that part of me that's been in me." I was like, "Well, you're not gonna go back. You're gonna rot in hell," because that's what they tell you, right? And then you realize, wait a minute, I ain't worked in church for 6 years. I've had the best Sundays, the best brunch. I started working in church when I was 13 years old. I retired from church when I was 40 because my Avery Sunshine couldn't manage it anymore. 27 years. I had never had a brunch, a Sunday brunch. I didn't know what it was.
Wow.
And a lot of it was fear. I thought I wanted to be attached to church because that's what my mama, right? That's where she came out of. You ain't in church, you ain't connected to the Lord. You go until you have one of them Sunday brunches, and then that mimosa hit real nice, and then that afternoon you have a sweet afternoon, and then you wake up the next day and the earth didn't end.
See,
like wait a minute.
And you got one of our legends saying, "Say it, Miss Sunshine." The legendary Sarah Dash is watching.
Miss Sarah, hello, Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah Dash.
Yes, darling, legend. Legend.
I mean, legend. Miss Sarah, if I could wear them fits you was wearing, I was a matter of fact, I was looking at y'all last week in some of them silver fit. If I could wait, Miss Sarah, I'm her special guy. If I could do a funny little bikini top that's silver with the wings on it, I'll wear it.
See?
At any rate, I know Miss Sarah knows what I'm talking about. I know she dealt with it. I know she knows. well, I see. Lord, it's 1 o'clock.
It is, but that's okay. Not even. Another thing about that, okay, so this is our show and we can do it. Nobody's going to stop us.
Love it.
That's how that goes. That's number one.
Can I ask you a question? And because I have some close, what would you say to your heterosexual female friends or just heterosexual friends about some misconceptions we have about how our homosexual friends want to be addressed, or want some things that we just have fucked up in our minds about what we should say or about how we should act, or even like we were talking about, if I give you a compliment, don't mean I want to fuck you.
That's right there. I think that's pretty much it.
That's the biggest one for me, because my mother was very, I grew up with a parent that was very generous with compliments to everybody. So the way I see love in abundance. Yeah. So, and just because I say, hey, you're beautiful, or hey, oh, that's okay, girl, that's girl, I don't want you. I just want to give a compliment. I can say that to my brothers too. I don't want you, boo. I just want to give you a compliment.
Right. Wow. How about that? So you get it from both. That's right. You get both. Guys think it's you.
Yeah, basically. JaVonne, you got one? You want?
I'm going to stay away from that too much.
Or something that you so that our relationships can. We're not in this space. We're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how should I behave. What should I? I mean, and it's not just about being attracted or just any misconceptions that you think we have in saying. Do we say things like, can I say queer, or do what? You know what I mean?
Queer. You can say queer. You can say anything you want.
Same gender loving.
Same gender.
With me, you can. Look. I think with everybody, regardless of their sexual orientation, you have to. It's all individual. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't tell you what I would tell my heterosexual friends in terms of what they think, not to think that way or not to say, because I don't know what the hell they're thinking until they say it.
Yeah.
So if you're my friend, I would ask that you say whatever's on your mind so we could talk it out. And as we talk it out, you'll figure it out and I'll figure you out. I mean, there's probably some things that I do or say that you would wish that your little lesbian friend would not do or say. It may make you uncomfortable because, creepy McCreepster, I hear that.
Creepy Mick. I thought you about to just say, you know what was good? Cringy McCreepster is great. I'm gonna use Cringy McCreepster.
Yeah, okay. I gratefully okay.
You are not cringy McCreepster. I'm talking about some other people that are cringy McCreepster. That's just a great name. That's just a great name. But what you said was beautiful. But you have allowed space in a lot of places where we're afraid that there is no space.
Oh, there is.
Like, I don't know what to. Can I ask?
Yeah, please ask me. I love talking about it. What you want to know?
There is.
So and is lesbian preferred to homosexual?
It depends on who you're talking to. It's very
also. Yeah. Well, for me, I mean, if someone calls me a homosexual, that cracks me up. It kind of gives me a bit of the giggles because, that's such a technical term, or like a biological, like here's my heterosexual friend,
like
and the heterosexuals normally,
it's such a scientific term. I would never introduce my
but that's okay.
Or my brother. Here's my homosexual brother. I don't ever even do that. I say he's my brother. Shit. Right. None of your goddamn business what his preference is, unless he wants to share that with you.
Right.
Exactly. Now we go to the lingerie party, right? Now you want to invite me to the lingerie party. You might want to say, Look, now you and me, Avery, right? We're friends. We girls.
Yeah.
Right. You know, say. Now don't be getting all lesbianic at the party.
I can say that.
You can say that to me. You can say, look, don't be all lesbianic, because these girls, they don't know. They all straight and stiff.
Allegedly.
I say, okay, I'll behave on your behalf.
Yeah.
Except with that sister right there, she got to know.
With women, there's no. You have to be careful with the divide.
I'm just teasing.
Because to label, you got to separate the label from the action. Because in understanding that you can be same gender loving and not be sexual. So, and one of the things that I say to people all the time is that stop going to my bedroom when you talk to me, because at the end of the day, you don't know what I'm doing in there. Like, I could be non-sexual, I'm not, but I could be, so I'm telling you who I am, not what I do, so at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, right. So it's using JaVonne's example. I've been in spaces, and again, it's through the lens of my experience. I've been in spaces that women have said to me, I'm not gay, but I like you. It used to catch me up. Like, how do you
like me?
Because there are women that can find themselves attracted to you, a woman, but not gay, not lesbian, not anything. Just, in fact, very heterosexual.
But you know what, Terez, though? Terez, you have your own. Terez doesn't count. I'm sorry. I got to say, I love you, sis. You know I love you. But Terez got this whole different kind of aura thing, this whole, what is it? Oshun. One time years ago, I'm standing in front of this spot. Terez and I standing.
I'm going to say this. Terez,
and somebody just came up.
Terez be glowing, don't she?
She do. She just in a whole different category. You talking to a usual regular person. Don't nobody be coming up to me and saying, I'm not gay, but I just like you. That shit don't happen to everybody. That's a Terezism.
Again,
that's a Terezosexual.
I'm out. Tapping out. I don't even know how to tap out.
Wait, don't go.
That is so good. No, but Terez, you said something good. So there are women, and it's real that they can be attracted to one woman and nobody else.
So they say. One in the moment, but sometimes they have their preconceived notions about what hanging out is with a woman, same gender lover. So when they do, it's like, oh, I can relax, I can, yeah, boo, what's the problem? And then it becomes something else, that they don't necessarily, not to say, I'll just talk from my experience.
Yeah.
So I'll say that they will name something that they can't do. Like, I remember bringing some straight friends to a gay club for the first time. And they had all kinds of preconceived notions until they got there. I couldn't even find them. They were so lost in the I'm ready to go home, and they're like this.
What did they think was going to happen? They think people were going to be hanging from the ceiling and jumping the walls or something. What did they think?
That's a good point, though, Terez. When you think about it, you think about also the person that you've been with, a woman that you've been with who's never been with another woman, who says that they were never gay, they never thought about being gay, and then all of a sudden they met you, and you're silky smooth, and so they just it just happened. The drawers fell off the dresser.
But it's about a spirit touch. It may not have nothing to do with where you sexually excite them. And see, that's what I love about it. I'm gonna bring this all the way back to Sweet Afternoon for me.
Yes.
What that song, and I'm gonna bring it back there because it is the epitome of that for me.
Yeah.
Like, I do not like anything. If you come at me with all of that extra stuff, it is a surefire way to get me out of the door. Pew! I'm like ghost, you see smoke.
Yeah.
But a sensual innuendo that you can just paint that's the black and white, and you can put your little splashes of color in it.
Yes.
That's it for me. Yeah. Like that song had me like this.
That is so amazing. I love to hear that. I love that it has effect. So first of all, the track was done by one of my closest friends. His name is Clarence T. Lee Hill. If y'all get a chance, he has a band called Four Corners. Whatever they got, get it. Four Corners. F-O-U-R-K. No, I'm wrong. The number 4, K-O-R-N-E-R-S.
KORNERS 4.
It's straight ahead. It's amazing. And he sent me this track. He did everything on the track. And then, we had Mari. I'm telling y'all more information than y'all even care to hear. Sidebar. He sent me the track. He was like, sis, I did this. What can you do with it? As soon as I played it, all I could think of was talking to Dana about good afternoon. I'm so glad you're here. I've been waiting. Listen, sometimes morning is not jamming. I'm too tired, and then after work, I don't feel like it. But right in the afternoon,
sweet spot,
sweet spot where I might be, God, you might be heading in, and I'm heading out, and just that glimpse of you, and I speak of it that way in regard to him because he was the first. That was the first time that I felt like I loved somebody beyond sex. Right. That a relationship where I loved you beyond. We don't ever even. Now we got to do it. But my point is,
right.
It was. I had never experienced someone who loved me. In that way, that any interaction I had with this person was sweet. Any interaction. And I was able to compare it to my clearly other relationships in my first marriage. It's like that was, I don't know what it was, but this here, Terez, I see how Monifa hugged you. It was not. It was on some. It was whole. I don't that is that I love as much as I love all of our homies and all. A lot of our homies don't have love like that. And if you are single, wait for that thing that makes you hug that person that way. The young lady, Misty J, I'm telling you, if you say you're not a hugging person, a hugger, when you meet that person that was created for you, I promise you. I don't know.
The new music, we're gonna get some more of those kisses. The new music.
I can't. So if you're on the Hey Sunshine show, y'all get to hear all the new stuff first. You get to see me record it. You get to hear it before it's mixed and mastered. So far, we've played 2 songs from the upcoming album, and this coming week we'll play some more. And once a month for the Hey Sunshiners, what everybody does, they've given me a list of covers. Every 4th Sunday of the month, Dana and I are going to create and rearrange a cover, and we'll perform that cover, and we'll do a little show every 4th Sunday. It'll be Thursday. I'm sorry, every 4th Thursday. It'll be a little live performance. So once a month, you get a live performance. Listen, in it for a ticket. Some tickets for shows be like what? $60 for a show. You get the whole year for a bunch of shows, a bunch of stuff. You just go play, a couple of dollars.
Do you got to hit that website?
Yes, HeySunshineShow.com, please.
There we go.
Absolutely. So we have a little game that we play here.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I wanted to let you know that we have a 24-hour radio station, WJBR Internet Radio.
Yeah.
It is fully licensed through.
Are y'all kidding?
No, that's serious. WJBR Internet Radio.
That's what you're on now. Yes.
Yeah, and WJBRinternet.com plays your music all around the clock. You're all through it. And
just tell me when you need me to do some drops. If you need that, what do you need me to do?
That's coming.
We can take a drop right now.
Here we go.
Just tell what you need. You remember we make something up?
You can make something up, and it's for WJBR Internet Radio.
Yes.
Hey, this is Avery Sunshine, and I live right when I listen to WJBR Internet Radio. Keep shining.
Boom. One take.
Damn. Don't play with me.
That. Okay. Now do a drop. She's a one drop wonder.
There we go.
Sorry.
A drop for this show is
In the Basement with JaVonne and Terez.
There you go.
Yep. I can't deal with y'all. Hey, this is Avery Sunshine, and I am in the basement with JaVonne and Terez, shining.
Boom. There we go. And see, when you see our outros, you'll know why, because we take the video content and we like to edit with some of our faves. So the visuals, JaVonne has her fingers going on those too, which is wonderful. So when the show closes, you'll see the outro and you'll see, some of the stuff that we do, and then we'll probably add you to that mix as well. So that will be on the radio station itself. It's international and it's all the way out, and
come on.
Yeah. So if you need some video, you just hit me up. I hook it up for you. I hook it up for your new show.
That's so good to know.
Yes, darling.
So out real fast with the rapid fire, real fast.
Absolutely.
Rapid fire, okay.
Tell her what it is, Rezi.
Okay, rapid fire is our word association game. You know how you play those in school. I'll say a word and you say the first thing that comes to mind. There's no edit. Okay. Don't be scared. Whatever we say, and then JaVonne will go. So let me know when you're ready.
Okay, wait a minute. I just got to get myself together because I feel like. okay, I'm ready. Go.
Okay. Melody.
Green.
God.
Me.
Music.
Love.
Children.
Money.
Songs.
Peace.
I gotta hit her one more, Jay.
Do it.
Family.
Hope.
Amen. JaVonne, you up next.
Mine were weird. I'm sorry. I said need for God. Oh my God.
You better know.
Who does that?
That is God. That's what it is.
God.
Gee.
God. God is in you. What?
That's the best answer.
I didn't want to be Kanye and be like,
No, we didn't take it that way. That's
okay, good.
Kanye, that's funny. Okay. Sex.
Dana.
Passion.
Ooh, me.
Piano.
Black.
Shaka Khan.
High.
Lesbian.
Family.
Personality.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Ruth.
Purple.
Gold.
Prince.
Rain.
Church.
Oh, freedom.
Thank you so much. You want to give her 5 more? I did take a liberty there.
Oh, I love y'all. I don't believe y'all. Oh, these were good.
Yes,
I have to clarify when y'all say Shaka Khan is that high. I got to clarify because it's ironic that you would say her, and I would think this today. When I'm recording, I think often of her voice because her voice gets really big. And I'm always thinking about, but she allows herself to sing like she sings. So that's something I never said out loud, that when I'm singing and I'm singing a high note, and sometimes it's like, but I am reminded to be free. Her highness reminds me to be free. And when I say height is in her notes, it reminds me to be free. That's a weird kind of connection, but I just had to clarify because after I said, I was like, oh, shit, that don't sound right. But that's what she is a muse when I'm recording.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's JaVonne is a self-described shopaholic.
Listen, can I tell you that? And I'm gonna go.
Yes.
I have the best compliment from Shaka. I was doing this play called I Dream, and they flew us to LA to do a little bit of the show for the investors. So she was one of them. She's out there and she's at the show, and I finished my song and she walks up to me and she was like, bitch, you can sing.
You're lying. She ain't lying. Right there.
So ain't nothing else to say. That's all I'm gonna say today.
Yo. So it don't even matter that I'm a big fan because that's it.
That's it.
That was very kind of you to acknowledge it.
Tell everybody who is under a rock where they can find you, please.
Please, AverySunshine.com, HeySunshine.com, HeySunshineShow.com, Lou Mac Beauty. Please stop by there and get some stuff. And I promise we're gonna have some more products soon. COVID slowing everything down. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Avery Sunshine. Please just come stop by and give us love. You don't have to say anything. You could just put a little heart somewhere just sharing the peace of God that is in each and every one of us. So I'm grateful for this time. My dear sisters, thank you so much.
And thank you. Thank you everybody for watching. God bless.
Shout out to Dana.
I'll tell them.
Hi, everybody. You're in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. This is Melba Moore.
Still in the basement, no longer alone, with my homegirl Terez on the microphone. Music, politics, or just chatting it up. Brunch in the basement, see that's what's up. You never know who might run through. Legendary artist or someone brand new. You miss a lot when you miss one day. At least that's what I heard somebody say. But it doesn't really matter what whoever says. It's always a good show with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Brunch in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Let's see who we got today. Come on, everybody's a friend in my head. I already know everybody. Whatever it is, it's gonna be good. One day I'll tell you about me and Shaka Khan, but you know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she doesn't know anything about it. But anyway. No, she doesn't. She wasn't even there actually. But anyway.
All our bosses though, Jay. Like she's got our ears and
I'm gonna send y'all some. I'll definitely get an address. I'll send y'all out.
You can send me some cologne, because I mean, you know. Yeah. Just in case I should meet Shaka Khan, I want to smell really, nice.
Oh God.
Okie dokie, babe. Whatever you say.
The time, so
and we thank you for that.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. This part, that little piece, I'm just gonna keep and play it all the time for myself. But no, I'm just teasing.